change.
Yeah,
the
I feel
state.
like Austin's more liberal though than Dallas.
I can't do Austin either. It's almost too like maybe granola for me. Just a little bit. I mean, I like some granola
I
sometimes.
need a little granola though. Like I
Yeah.
want to be like a yoga girly, Pilates girly, 6 a.m.
Have you done Pilates?
I do Pilates at
Crap,
home.
dude.
Yeah.
It hurts like your legs are shaking. There's I forgot her name, but
Yeah.
she's on YouTube or even TikTok, and I just did a few of her moves, and I was like shaking.
Yeah. It's
Like,
literally it's all you need. You really don't. The studio is cute just to get like the whole ambiance of it, but you can honestly just get on like I found a Pilates girl on YouTube and her video was maybe like 10 minutes and I couldn't even finish
that's all
it.
you need for
I couldn't even
Pilates.
finish it. I was just like, this is
Yeah, like 10 minutes
my
is enough.
abs.
Yeah, 20 minutes, and you might need to go to the hospital
Right.
because it's very strenuous, I guess, on your muscles.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what you need.
Welcome
So
back to Kelly and Friends. It has been a while. Thank you so much for your patience.
Kelly and Friends.
Kelly and Friends.
I like it. Should write a book.
Yeah, one day. I have a lot to say, honestly. A lot in my journey.
I
But
think a lot of people listen too. So
yeah,
I will buy 10 copies and hand them out to everyone.
I am trying. I feel like behind the scenes, it's just like a lot of work that has to be done,
Yeah.
you know? And, this is still a new show, so I'm like learning so much already. And I'm just jumping out there. Like this shit might be trash. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen from it, but we just
Who
try
cares?
things right
I
now.
mean, as long as
We're
as long as you find a
trying.
passion in it
Yeah,
and
we're
you've got
trying.
people that want to listen, that's all that
Yeah.
matters.
And happy International Women's Month.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
It's a whole
March.
month?
Yeah, it's a whole
Sorry,
month.
like of
It's a
course
whole
it should be. It should be a whole, I don't know, like year, but
it's a whole month.
it's a whole month. I thought it was just one day.
I think
Wow, they finally realized it needs to be longer than a day.
it's Women's History Month, actually. It's
Okay,
Women's
that's a
History Month,
start.
and then the international is just the one day. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But it's
Okay.
still Happy Women's History
Women are all
Month.
around the world,
And
yeah.
here we are
Yeah.
with this is like my next step is like having a co-host on the show. And like I told you when I reached out to you, I was like, I think you would be perfect.
Yeah, when I
for the
saw
show.
that,
I was like, I don't know what she's gonna say to this. I don't know what she's gonna say to this. I'm gonna send her a paragraph of how I'm feeling, but I reached out to you because I'm just like, we've been like, I would say internet friends. Yeah. For like 5 years, I want to say. Yep. It's been a long time. So I'm just like, I feel like I know her, but like still getting to know you, So I think this is just a great way to like learn each other, I think you're really like, you know a lot about like fashion and history. Oh shit, is that the UPS guy?
Girl.
He's gonna like ring.
Look, we would have to like do this in the bathroom.
Right.
No, I'm not scared. You know what? I'll say something.
Yeah.
No, that's not him though. I actually have to go to the restroom. I'm so
okay,
sorry.
No, you're good.
Might
you're
have
good.
to
Go ahead.
I don't know.
We'll edit the
saying
how I thought you were a great fit just because we have been internet friends for however long, but like we've met through mutuals, obviously. Yeah. So we knew of each other, and I was just like, we seem like opposites. We don't seem like the same person. And just like having conversations with you, I'm just like, oh yeah, she's more. So we're both Scorpios. Let's start there. We're both. I would say we're opposites. I feel like the pivot is more. Not saying I definitely do want to still do interviews, but like when I have a chance to, we can definitely sit down with someone else. But I feel like just going over like life and our journeys, job shit that we can talk about, obviously.
Job shit.
And then, dating and being single and figuring that shit out too. So, yeah.
I don't even know if I'm single anymore.
To the show.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm so excited to do this.
Yeah.
A little nervous, but I'm excited.
It's okay. I want to at least do that. I don't want to say I want to do I want to do a show every month and then not be about my word. So
yeah, and I'm just
trying to be more consistent.
I feel like that's why it's so difficult to start doing this. Sorry, my freaking.
No, you're good.
My little fat feet. Did you put Forever 21 is closing? Or did I do that?
I think I ended up putting. They are closing. They are finally. I think this is their second time going bankrupt, and they're finally closing.
Their second time?
Their second time going bankrupt. What I read. This is their second time. But I honestly like. I think Forever 21 is just always a cute place to kind of go in and like if you needed something really quick. Because now you're gonna have to go online to like Shein and what's the other ones?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just like can't even. I
don't care. I will go into a little Zara sometimes. I'll go into a little Forever 21.
You say it like it's so little.
Zara.
A little Zara. A little 10,000 square foot store.
I'm just saying because clothing.
They are cheaper quality clothing, but they're still
and
not
they're fast fashion. Yeah, Zara. Yeah, fast fashion.
I feel like it's a little bit slower.
Yeah,
still fast. Maybe like a brisk walk. Maybe I don't know.
Zara's cute, but I'm just saying little because like it's fast fashion. It's not like
it still is fast fashion.
You know?
Yeah, and they copy other people's designs, and
I mean that's how it goes though. Like people see what's on the runway, and then it kind of tears down to department stores, fast fashion, you know?
Yeah.
So if you don't want to buy something from Ralph Lauren, like you might get the same
Ralph Lauren. That's so funny that you say it's thrifted though.
Yes. And that was gonna be my next thing was like the quality, like I was saying, like the quality is not the same, even though it is fast fashion. Like I know I want like 90s vintage Ralph Lauren. Like I want a good button down. I was telling my sister, I always go to Zara and my shit shrinks. And it's not even worth the fucking $59.99 that I paid.
Ooh, oh my gosh.
And I'm just like, damn, I spent all this money. I spent all this money and I could have just went to a thrift store. But I will say, I do like Zara's silhouettes.
What do you mean, their silhouettes?
Like, if I want like a button down, you know, just a nice button down shirt, it's more of a feminine cut.
Oh, you know? Yeah, like the cut.
The cut of the styles is cheaper, but like I like the way that it looks on my body.
Yeah. Okay.
So
like the fit of the garments.
The garments. And I feel like sometimes with like just finding something that looks good on me, you know, because I'm more like I would say athletic build. So I have to be really cautious of like stuff that's not feminine because I'm just like I look.
Then you gonna look like a box, like
I don't want to look like a box.
Yeah.
So I have to be very like particular when it comes to like stuff like that.
Yeah, but that makes sense. I mean, I think you know they probably fit the cut of the clothing.
Yeah.
So interesting that you say that because I've recently, not recently, I think everyone knows that you can tailor your clothes and make them fit how you want them to. And it can be costly.
Yeah.
And it's maybe not as convenient because you might want to wear something like soon.
Yeah.
But you can go thrift like a top, a dress, some pants. Get the pants hemmed if they're too long.
Yeah.
Bring the waist in, take it out a little bit. Same with the dress. Yeah. And then you've probably only spent on a really good quality piece, like total, even after tailoring, like $40.
Yeah.
At the most. And you would still probably pay $100 at Zara for a dress that looks similar and still isn't unique either, you know, because it's all mass produced. Yeah. You go to the thrift store, you find a one of one.
That is true.
At least now, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, if you shopped in the store later on or earlier on,
but that's what I have to start doing is like you're saying tailoring. And I think the Levi's store in North Park, you can get them tailored.
Oh, in North Park?
In the store, or you can get them like something that they do specifically for like customers. You can get them like tailored and designs on your own denims as well. I think my brother, he got like patchwork done on his denims from Levi. I'm like, I need to get a pair of Levi's and go to the store and have them do something really cool to some denim that I want.
My mom used to work for Levi's. It's funny.
Oh, cute.
But yeah, I wish more people would just kind of like take the time to look at secondhand shops and thrift stores.
Yeah.
I know it's not convenient.
We are heading into a recession, so I think more people are going to think
think
twice about yeah, we are heading in that direction. So
well, shoot, I've been living like it's been a recession, so I guess like I'm not gonna.
I need to get back to thrifting because I feel like it takes a lot of time to thrift, honestly.
You live near great thrift stores.
I know.
Like amazing. Have found some of my best. I probably found this jacket at
Oh my gosh, I thought you got this from Aritzia. I was gonna ask you.
Well, no, this is real leather.
Okay,
Aritzia
not no pleather.
Yes, vegan leather,
not
whatever
no faux leather.
Yeah, it's just fake.
Yeah,
I can't stand fake leather, but I won't go out and buy new leather. I mean, sometimes faux leather fits better because it has a little bit more give. I guess real leather stretches too. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. No, this is cute though. I like this.
Yeah, it's a little dirty, but I probably found this 5 years ago at the thrift city or thrift town.
Thrift city, yeah.
In Richardson,
Texas. Yeah.
I found a few leather jackets there.
Yeah.
And they wanted $40, and I said, "Can you do less?" And they were like, "No," and I'm like $10. And they're like 20, and I'm like 7. They're like, done. I don't even know how it got to that point. But okay. I think the zipper was a little broken.
Yeah.
You can negotiate at thrift stores.
Wow.
Well, you're not supposed to, but yeah. I do it. Like, why not try?
You're like thrift queen.
I guess at this point, I
found a pair of I'm sorry to cut you off. I found a pair of like Fendi denims at Goodwill. I don't know if they were ever real, and they were too small for me to ever wear. But I was like,
buy them?
I bought them.
Okay, good.
I don't know if I still have them, or I don't know where they are, but
that's an archival piece.
I don't know if they were real though.
I mean,
but maybe... it said Fendi. I don't know where the Fendi was, but it was something either on the back pocket or something. I don't know, or maybe the tag. So I was like, I don't know if these. I don't
know if they were out here making like bootleg Fendi jeans. So they probably.
You think they were real?
Yeah, like it's easier to find fake designer bags and shoes, maybe sunglasses, but
not
denim and tops
in the 90s. Not
denim.
Yeah,
I don't think they were
more handbags.
Yeah, because that was what more people were trying to buy.
More of a what is it in New York City?
Chinatown.
No. I'm thinking of the street. I can't think of it. Canal.
Yes.
Canal Street. Yes.
My mom bought all of her fake Louis Vuitton there in the 90s. And I think she still has some pieces you cannot tell that it's fake. Nowadays you can tell. But back then, the fakes were way better.
Yeah, if it's not patina, then baby, that's fake Louis.
And I think it did patina too. Mm-hmm. But I think they were actually using close to the same material as they were.
Yeah, because what I heard is Louis Vuitton was more reasonable back then. I don't know if that was true or not. I don't know if that was true or not.
Maybe. I mean,
so maybe like getting like the actual like fabrics or not the fabrics, but you know what I mean, like the tools that you need to make a bag. Maybe it was like
probably more accessible to, like, other people. Yeah, or maybe it was easier to copy, or maybe there weren't so many limitations on what
what they actually
buy the materials
use.
Because I know some manufacturers, like Aritzia, when they did have leather goods, they bought they used the same type of leather that Chanel used. From my understanding, that's what my manager said to me like 6-7 years ago.
Wow.
And it felt like it too. They had some quilted bags and it felt just like a Chanel bag, and it was like $200 versus $20,000. You okay? Do you want some water?
No. I just had like a little.
Oh yeah, burp. I have this all the freaking time. I'd just be burping away. But what was I gonna say? We were talking about fake
Louis.
Bags.
Your mom had a whole bunch of
Louis luggage that she got from New York.
Does she still has those pieces? Or
she gave them away. This lady gave away everything.
Yeah. The next thing was highlighting local businesses, because I know we talked about like what we want to highlight. You were talking about the AA vintage.
I think it's AA vintage.
Vintage.
It's
and I'd never been there before, and I know you have reached out to me and told me they had really good vintage. When we would talk on Instagram, and
this is it right here.
Okay, I'll have to put it in the subscription.
But you see, it's like
box.
vintage.
Okay, yeah. So they're a local Dallas.
She was featured in
vintage shop.
I think this is D Magazine.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Totally deserves it.
Yeah,
like, she's an amazing person. That's the owner right there.
Nice
of it.
So she sources her denim, or she sources all her denim.
I've helped her a few times. She's I've sold some pieces to her, actually quite a bit, like maybe 3 times. But everything's really curated. She knows exactly what she wants. She knows her clientele.
Yeah.
So based off that, she goes and finds her inventory.
Yeah.
But I think me being able to help out a little bit, you know, so she can kind of take the weight off of constantly sourcing. She can buy like 20 or 30 pieces from me at a time, and that might, you know, help her out for a day or two. Yeah. I don't really know how it works, but I'm glad that I can help her, and I'm glad that she likes what I have. But we have the same kind of vibe.
Good rapport too.
Yeah, and like vintage denim, like I live and breathe that almost.
So I don't know if you still sell stuff on your Instagram too.
I freaking need to. You were
selling a lot of stuff on Instagram.
I was, yes, and I stopped because, well, now I have this job, so it's full time. But I need to start again. Yeah, I have the time. I don't know. I just want to sleep.
It takes a lot, and like I was saying, it takes a lot when you have to go out and thrift and be in the right mood, and you're sourcing through everything. Oh, you're just going through stuff to see, you know, if you like it or what's popping out to you. I would say my strategy was always men's denim. I want to look at like maybe women's tops, maybe skirts sometimes, just to like cut my time, because I know I'm not trying to look at everything in the store, but maybe that's your strategy, is like going through everything.
Like I look in the kids section.
Okay.
I found this beautiful plain sud. It looks like a vest, but it's like kind of turned. Supposed to be that way. Buttons on the side. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Yeah. I think I found another website selling it for like $400.
Wow.
I got it for 25 cents too in the little girl section.
Period.
So it really is necessary if you want to find something good to look everywhere.
Yeah.
But I've done it for so long that I'm pretty good at narrowing down the departments. Like, you know, I typically look in men's. I actually look at men's first.
I look at men's first. Yeah. When I go to the thrift store, I'm men's.
Okay. See,
I'm men's.
You're doing that right. So you know a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah.
Men's denim, then men's jackets, button ups, t-shirt. I don't even actually care to look at t-shirts half the time. I'll go to estate sales if I want some cool vintage like single t-shirts, single stitch tees. Or garage sales too. I found a lot of cool men's t-shirts at garage sales. Yeah, like 25 cents as well. And then I'll do women's denim and then women's jackets. I have like not steps. What is it? Like
what? Stool? What are you talking about?
Like steps that I take or areas that I go. Okay. Like
when you're thrifting,
I mark off. Okay, didn't find anything there. Now I need to go here, here.
Estate style garage.
Yeah.
Thrift store. Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, I guess more so like when I'm walking in a thrift store, like I know exactly where to go. Like. Like in order, I guess. Like have an order of the sections that
where you want to go first. Okay.
Yeah, and then honestly, if I don't find anything at the thrift store and I go to like one or two, I'll get on like I guess to feed my addiction. No, my fill the void. I'm trying to say this so it doesn't seem like I've got a problem, but I do. I kind of do. But I'll go on Facebook Marketplace and see what's for sale, and I'll just type in random stuff, leather jacket. And then I'll scroll through and see if I find any cool leather, like vintage leather jackets or denim.
Yeah.
You have to scroll through a lot, but I've found some really great pieces on Facebook Marketplace.
I like recently deleted my Facebook and then I re-got my Facebook back, or I started a new page just to get on Facebook Market.
Oh, okay.
Just to like search on Facebook. But it's like a normal page now. It's my first last name. I post pictures on that Facebook
you have, like,
again.
A profile though, right? It's like
I have a Facebook profile again.
Oh, okay.
So because I told you about the dating app too on Facebook.
Yeah, I've been seeing it pop up. It's like, Hailey, you probably would find these interesting.
I don't know who told me about the dating. I think it might have been my best friend. He told me about the app. But they have some cuties on there. But you got to make sure they're real though. I would say they have a lot of cuties on Facebook. I was going to say Facebook Market. Facebook dating.
They are on the market though.
They are on the market. I don't know if you're married or I mean, it should say, yeah, it's scary, but like I would say there's a lot of cute ones on there, but a lot of the times they're like from out of Texas though. I'm just like, why it was in your area? Are like you local? It is local, but then there's like another section where it's like people that aren't local.
Oh.
So you'll scroll through that and you're just like, oh, you're actually in Memphis.
You're like, you might be worth a drive, actually.
You're in San Francisco. Like, I'm just saying,
gosh.
It's people from all over. So I'm just like, I might not ever meet these people, but y'all fine. Let's see where this goes.
Long distance. I would never do it.
But, never? I feel like that's how you know, like, if something's real. If you can do long distance, that's how you know.
I couldn't start off with long distance, but if we were dating, you know, locally, and then
got a
you
job.
move, yeah, I would do that. Like, that's fine. I might, you know, just let me move with you. No,
right. Yeah,
I could do that, but I would have to seriously see a future with you,
right,
and know that you're willing to commit just as much as I am, because I would totally do that.
Yeah,
but I think it's easier for women to do long distance than men, because we're not so physical. I mean, we are like, you know, physical touch is important, but
right. I think everyone's different.
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone's different.
Everyone is different.
Everyone's different. Yeah. Some people are just like, okay, I could do long. Like, I feel like I could do a long distance as long as we like communicate. We talk every day.
Yeah.
FaceTime at night. You know, I think I could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think about my best friend, and like, he moved to New York City. We still kept a rapport. Like, you know, we talked all the time, and then he moved out of the country, and we still, even though it's a 7-hour difference, we catch up maybe once. I'm trying to get better at it, but like, we still talk daily for the most part. So I'm like, if I could do this with my best friend, I better be able to do this. Like, my man.
Which man? Yeah.
You have to come correct for sure.
It's just a commitment thing, you know. You have to have the will to want to do that. So
exactly. Yeah. 20 questions at the end.
Yes.
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Okay. My favorite color, I would say, I love green. Embarrassing moment. Like, if you could think of an embarrassing moment, like a childhood embarrassment, or
the only thing I can think of
or
like,
now,
right now, is when I ripped my pants at work, and
I've done that
went the whole day with a whole
at this job.
Yes.
Okay.
And I like had to put on a long jacket. It was so hot, and I just wore the long like trench coat all day.
Yeah.
And every time I sat down in my chair, it just got bigger and bigger.
Oh no.
Like, no more.
Where was the
coverage.
Hole? Oh, it was in the back.
Oh yeah, in the booty for sure.
In the
yeah, that's usually the typical place that it'll rip. I say that like that's a normal thing.
Because I'm like, my holes are usually like in the middle.
I usually
like in the thigh. Yeah. In the thigh, too. Or it'll be a loophole.
They'll just rip all different like areas.
It'll be a loophole. Like, if I pull my pants up, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That only happens with like cheaper jeans, so like, I've noticed.
Mine I was wearing some vintage velvet pants, and they were so cute. They fit my waist so well. And then I sat down, and it was just like really quick rip. Oh, no. Very easy, very painless, other than my
well, at least ego. Like, here it's really no one.
What do you mean?
It's no one here.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah. So I ripped my pants. I was
dealing with it alone.
I ripped my pants when I was at Nordstrom, when I was doing visuals, and I was like in a window, and I think like I was in they're called vignettes, so like the smaller windows are like outside the store. And I was working in one of the vignettes, and I think I like jumped out, and my pant got caught on like the sill of the window or something, and it ripped.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh,
so that was
fuck. And luckily, like, when you go into where I was, when you go into the store, there's an elevator right there. So I just went up the elevator and then went to the women's floor, and I was like, hey, I need to buy some pants right now because they're ripped. Yeah.
Well, at least you had that resource.
Right. I had to think so quick. Yeah. I had to think so quick because I'm just like, this is crazy. These are my favorite. I think I thrifted those. They were like vintage denim. And they ripped so fast. Like, fuck.
Yes, it's because they've been washed and dried. And
I don't dry my denims.
Oh, you don't?
I air dry.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't be drying mine.
I air dry my denim. because I'm like, I want them to last.
Still, I think just over time, with the laundry detergent, the wear and tear. Yeah, that's usually what happens to my vintage jeans too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I freaking got over it. Finally told my manager. He told me, he's like, okay, Lenny Kravitz. And I was like, wait, what? And apparently, I guess Lenny Kravitz ripped his jeans one time, and it was like in that area that children shouldn't see.
Oh no. He was performing or something.
I guess so. I guess like a big wears tight pants. I don't know.
Tight pants.
And I was like, can I please go get some? He was like, go get some other pants. Like, oh my gosh. Right. I was like, it's getting to the point. Like, I was like, a few more seams rip, and my pants will fall off.
Yeah.
So luckily, he's such a cool manager. So I went to TV Fashion Outlet.
Oh yeah, the one that you were telling me about. Yeah, and they had the shoes.
Pants. Yes,
they don't have the shoes anymore.
They're closing down. You need to go.
I know. I need to go.
Cool shades.
Yeah.
Jewelry, rings.
Yeah.
And a few vintage pieces from like the 90s that were still made in the USA. They still have that.
Yeah, I need to go.
Mm-hmm. They're kind of great deals right now. I think about 4 months is when they will shut the doors and lock it down.
So I got a little time.
A little bit of time.
Yeah, I need to go now.
Yeah, I know. I'm so
before
sad.
Everything's gone.
Used to shop there all the time for 7 years.
If you had the coins for it, would you get any work done?
Yeah, definitely. I think a boob lift, just because I breastfed.
Yeah,
and they're a little low now. Like,
yeah,
they definitely dropped, and I would want them to be a little bit lifted. Possibly a nose job, but I think for the reason of just being able to breathe better, because I have a deviated septum.
Oh yeah, you were saying that.
But that would probably be it. Would you get any work done?
I always say I have really small ears, so I just want them like
enlarged.
No, I just want them like just pull them down.
Oh. I thought you were saying like they're not big enough. They're
not big enough. They're too. I feel like they're too small for my head. They just need to be like. If they were like,
I don't think so.
It's just me, like,
yeah,
being extra.
I get it. Yeah,
but once I have kids, God willing, I have kids, I want to get a mommy makeover.
Oh hell yeah! Actually,
after I have
maybe
kids.
I should have said that too. But if I have another kid,
lift them and then like fix me up,
tuck the tummy. Yep,
all of that.
Oh hell yeah! I'm so down for that.
Yeah, after a baby, I'm just like, I know I'm not gonna look the same. I already know I'm not gonna look the same.
You never know. Everyone's different. Well, yeah, you definitely will. Organs will shift. Brain chemicals will change.
Yeah.
Hair may or may not fall out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole thing just because it's very taxing on your body.
Yeah.
It sucks. I get
a
why
whole
women are
living being.
Yeah.
You're creating like from like a little
growing
seed,
9
and
months.
It's just growing inside of you.
And the man just
heard like I don't know where I read this at, but they said depending on like the man's health, it'll kind of somehow that it goes in. I don't even know how to articulate this, but like when the woman is pregnant and whatever the man's going through, you kind of go like if you're having like morning sickness or whatever the case
I read that too.
Their health, I guess, has to be on point.
Yes, it's
to have like a
some
good...
the men's health or DNA, genetics, whatever, does have a play on how your pregnancy is. And if you have morning sickness, if you have complications, if your child has, not a disorder, well, kind of, like autism or oh my gosh, what are they? What is the
autism or
I'm trying to think.
Down syndrome.
Down syndrome.
Yes. Yeah.
Seed. Mm-hmm. Even your DNA, the dad's DNA is like in your blood.
Wow.
Apparently.
After you have the baby, kind of thing. Wow.
I think
so you're always like attached to that person.
Yeah.
That is scary. And that's just crazy because like even just seeing you on like social media, I'm just like, she's probably more like to herself. She's just very like secretive. Like, Scorpios, we can be very, very like mysterious and secretive. So I'm just like, I don't know if she's like an open book or But just like actually talking to you, like when we had our first conversation when I came in here weeks ago, I was like, updated you about my
whole life the past 6
years. Like love this energy. Like she does not give a fuck.
I really am an open book now. Yeah. I don't think I used to be that way, but I want to make sure I'm not yelling in the mic. I know I
yell a lot, so I know it's because I'm crazy.
Yeah. Look.
Let me just
hear me
again. Okay.
I didn't used to be that way. Yeah. But I think being a mother,
it kind of switched a couple
of things. You just don't give a fuck after you give birth. I mean, I felt somebody cutting me open, like while I was on the table, having an emergency C-section. Told me that.
Yeah.
I'm like, that story's crazy. Seen it all, felt it all.
Yeah.
At least as far as, my 29-year-old life so far. But
yeah,
I think that kind of like changed me a little bit.
Yeah.
Just like not giving a rat's ass anymore. So
you feel like prior to that you were more like a little more reserved.
Yeah.
I think and that just happens like when you get older too. Like
that too.
You're in your 20s, in your early 20s, you're a little more naive. You're like still trying to figure shit out.
Oh my gosh, I was so naive.
I feel like once you hit about like 26, 20, well for me, I would say 26, 27, life starts happening and you're just like, what the fuck? Is this everything that I wanted to do with my life? Like shit is changing.
Nobody trained me on how to do all this. Like I wasn't given the right tools.
Exactly.
At least I feel like I wasn't. I think a majority of us can agree like we did not know.
We're just trying to figure shit out, honestly.
Oh my god.
We're trying to figure out how to pay these bills,
in this
do our taxes, all of the things.
Haven't bought eggs in 2-3 months now, so that's adulting right there. I was maybe 18 when I made $18.
Yeah.
And she sat me down, and she was like, you're doing really great. You're great with clients. You talk a little bit too much, but that's okay because it's great. You give great customer service.
Right.
Customers love you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I love them too. Like, shout out to them. We got done with the review and she was like, and you're getting a raise. Like, she like typed on her computer and she was like, she's like, 36 cents. Oh my gosh. She's like, that is congratulations. And I was like, oh, bitch, wow. What? 36 cent raise. Like I can buy a house now. Like this is amazing. What the fuck?